All right, you guys, I am Cecilia Faye Morris, the digital marketing maven, and I'm so excited to have you here for today and over the next 3 days. There is a few ground rules that I want to set for us so I can set your expectations over these next 3 days. Scott Walker, you say it's 40 degrees here and hitting into the 30s. I guess I won't complain, right? It's all relative to where you are. But yeah, so if you didn't hear the original announcement, I am chilly today, so I have my hat and my hoodie on, and again, I just refuse to touch that thermostat until November 1st. I just hear my mom's voice in my head, don't you touch my thermostat. So over these next 3 days, you can plan on spending about an hour and some change with me each day. Thursday will be the longest day because that's when I get into the real nitty gritty of what this program is. Thursday is where I pull back the Facebook curtain, show you what Zuckerberg doesn't want you to know. I'm going to show you how to find your current audience. I'm going to show you how to reverse engineer Facebook, and I'm going to show you why it is so important you have automation built into your business. So Thursday, plan on about an hour and a half, give or take. Wednesday, tomorrow, I'm going to introduce you to Brooke. Brooke and I partner together. She is my mindset coach and business strategist who comes into my team once a month to train my team on what they need to know on how to be successful. She talks about getting over imposter syndrome, comparisоnism, and all those mindset things like setting smart goals, how to focus, that type of stuff. She's coming on tomorrow. And the reason why I'm bringing her on tomorrow is because as professionals, we barter for each other's services. So she's agreed to come into my group, and I've agreed to run her Facebook ads for her. And I want her to talk about the success she's had with me running the ads for her. Hey, KJ, if you just paid for VIP, check your email. You know what? You might not have the email, so I'm going to drop the link to you in Messenger since you came on late. So give me a second. I'll get this link for you, and then I will drop it to you in your Messenger so you can join me in the Zoom room. Hi, Lise. Welcome aboard. Lise is one of my current clients, but she is back here to get a refresher and support me as well. So welcome, Lise. It's exciting to have you here. AJ, I am sending you the Messenger link now, so that way you can join us in the Zoom room. If anyone has purchased the VIP experience before 12:05, and KJ, go ahead and check your email. That's where you'll find the Zoom link for joining me inside of the VIP room. One of the benefits of being VIP is not only can you join me in the Zoom room, but you get the after party, meaning after I do this live here on Facebook, we are going to have a conversation where you can ask me anything about what I discussed today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Also have a bonus treat for you. I'll be bringing on another one of my clients on Friday, William and Yvonne Baker. William and Yvonne Baker have a funny story with me. We first connected in November. They didn't sign up with me until August. And Monday, this past Monday, yesterday, they started their very first Facebook ad. 5 weeks into my program, they're running their first Facebook ad. So I'm bringing them on Friday to share with you their experience in working with me, as well as share their Facebook ad results. So you definitely want to be here Friday. Monday, I am doing an Ask Me Anything session. On Monday, we will not be live on Facebook, as I like to say. The revolution will not be televised. We are going to be live only in the Zoom room. And there is the Ask Me Anything session. So you can come into the Zoom this Monday, what would that be, the 17th, and ask me anything about Facebook ads. So that kind of sets the stage for everything we're going to do this week. Now, as far as inside of this group, I've sent everyone a friend request if you are able to get friend requests. So if you have not gotten a friend request from me, please send me one because your settings are such that I can't send you one, or you already have your 5,000 friends. If you have not yet responded to my friend request, please do, because I'll be dropping the extra tips and nuggets for you on how you can, of course, have success with Facebook ads and successfully use Facebook ads to build a business on a budget, which I'm all about the budget. Some people call me the budgetnista, but I am the digital marketing maven. So make sure you accept my friend request so that way you can get messages with updates and more information from me. Turn on your notifications. We're only here for 3 days, technically 7, but 3 days here live in the Zoom room for the training. And then, of course, we have the interview with Ivor and William. Oh, did I mention they're 70 and 77, by the way? So if they can learn how to use Facebook ads, anybody can do it. And they are so sweet. I love them to death. And then of course Monday the AMA will be in the Zoom room. But anywho, set your notifications, and the link or the instructions rather for how to do that are in the guide section of this group. So go to guides, turn on your notifications so that way you get notified whenever I post anything here inside the group. And let me make sure I'm covering, contests. How could I forget about the contest? So I will be giving away prizes. So for everybody who participates, meaning you're here live, let me know that you're here. Say hello. Tell me what the weather's like in your neck of the woods. If you watch the replay, give me a replay in the comments so that way I know you watch the replay. And I will be putting everybody's name into the prize wheel on tomorrow. Everybody gets a chance to win the prizes. So I'll put your name in the prize wheel and I'll spin the wheel, and whoever's there, whatever name they land on, you get a prize. If you want to know what the prizes are, they are also in the guide section of this group. Now, I can give away MacBook Airs. I can give away AirPods, or whatever those fancy gifts are. But you're here about business. And I feel as though it's more valuable for me to share business tips with you because I want you to move the needle forward in your business. And business tools are much, much more valuable than me giving away some fancy gift. It's not that I'm being cheap. It's that I want to actually help you move your business. You're here for business, and I want to make sure you get that. Evelyn, Indianapolis, my hometown, Naptown in the house, born and raised off of 71st and Michigan Road. Those are my stomping grounds, North Central High School. That is my alma mater. Welcome, Evelyn. So yeah, and you get multiple entries. So how can you get into the contest? One, you get in by watching today and participating, watching today's replay and commenting, and if you're a VIP, so you can have up to 2 entries. 3 actually, because I'm giving you homework. If you post your homework before I go live tomorrow, really before like 11ish, because I gotta prep and stuff, but I'll be giving you homework today. If you post your homework, that is 3 possible entries: a participation entry, a VIP entry, and a homework post. So you can get 3 entries on the wheel. The more real estate you have, the higher the likelihood you can win one of the great prizes that I have for you. And there are 5 of my favorite books that have helped me in my business. And 1 prize is an Amazon gift card. And the wheel will determine what you win. I don't pick it, the wheel does. So if you want to have more opportunities, make sure you participate. Make sure you upgrade to VIP. It is only $47. So let me tell you, one of the things you're going to hear me say a lot, and I mean a lot throughout the next 3 days, success loves speed, and speed takes action. When you first signed up for this masterclass, I gave you an opportunity to get the VIP experience for $17. As part of VIP, you get to join me in the Zoom room, you get the action workbook, you get the, you get the after party, and you get a replay of all 3 days of training that you can add to your library. So that's what you get. Oh, and of course, being at the after party, you get to answer and get your questions answered in real time. So all of that is included with the VIP experience, and it was only $17 if you signed up when you register for this class. If you did not sign up and you've been getting emails from me, as everybody has, you probably noticed the VIP experience is now $47. And once I get done today, sometime later today, before tomorrow, after you see all the amazing goodness that I have for you today, and you're like, "Ooh, I want to upgrade," guess what? It'll be $97. Because again, success likes speed, and speed takes action. Am I going to get rich off of $17, $47, or $97? The answer is no, but it's all about your level of commitment. I believe the way you show up for others is how the universe will show up for you. If you don't think enough of yourself and your business to invest $17 or $47 or $97, you can't expect people to invest in you. I had to learn that lesson the hard way, which I'll share a little bit more about as I go through this training. But yes, so right now, VIP is only $47 because you missed the $17 train. I'm going to drop the link here in the chat if you want to upgrade to the VIP experience. And AJ, I'm taking your word that you upgraded to VIP. So if you did not, I expect you to drop that cash, okay? So right now, I'm dropping the link to the VIP experience because if you did get VIP before today, you would have gotten the email with the information on VIP. So again, KJ, I'm taking your word for it. I don't see you here in the VIP room. So if you didn't drop that $17 or $47, it's okay. You're going to get all the training here. You just don't get the benefit of the additional support. I did promise you, give me 3 days and I will give you the blueprint for your first and next Facebook ad. But the only way that can happen is if you participate. By participate means you got to do the homework. If you want the easiest way to do the homework, then you need the workbook, which tells you how to do the homework. I will show it to you and explain it to you in the video, but it's a lot easier if you have it available after we get done with today's training. All right, any other announcements that I need to share with you today? Let's see, we talked about the VIP, the after party, the replays. If you upgrade to VIP, I'm going to give you my list of over 70 Facebook groups that will let you promote your business. These are Facebook groups that I've already vetted, and I know that they allow you to promote your business inside of their group. Now, you may think, you know what, these groups got like 75,000 people in there. How am I going to be seen inside of these groups? The fact of the matter is, lots of clients have come to me from posting inside of these groups. So it is very possible for your next client, customer, or business partner to be inside of a Facebook group. So if you want my list of over 70 groups that allow you to promote your business, definitely upgrade to VIP. The price is now $47. Sometime between now and tomorrow, it will go up to $97. Even at $97 is well worth it, which you'll find out here in just a minute. I talked about the homework. I talked about the prizes. You get 3 chances to get entered into tomorrow's contest. And that is everything. All right, you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this party started. For those who don't know me, I want to do my Jay-Z, let me introduce myself. All right, so for those who don't know me, I am Cecilia Faye Morris, the digital marketing maven. I have been successfully unemployed for over 4 years, and I built my brand and my business online using digital marketing strategies. So let me get my video queued up, and I will introduce myself. So let me get the screen shared, screen 2, got my sound. Let me pull up my Facebook, make sure you can see it before I hit play. There I am, and here you go.
Affectionately known as the digital marketing maven, Cecilia is an engineer by education and a home business owner by desire. She walked away from her 25-year career in corporate America 4 years ago and never looked back. She's helped clients as close as her hometown and as far away as Australia see the business success they desire by coaching them to create highly successful and profitable Facebook ads. While everyone else was screaming the sky's falling, when Facebook announced the Apple iOS ad changes, Cecilia was teaching her clients how to pivot and how to create amazing Facebook ads that generate leads, clients, and sales. Cecilia has spoken on stage, been featured in articles from Fox, CBS, and NBC, and she has over 200 training videos on her social media platforms. Cecilia has helped dozens of clients grow their business with Facebook ads, and she is here with you to share her insight and expertise for building your brand and your business online using digital marketing strategies. Please help me give a warm welcome to Cecilia Faye Morris, the digital marketing maven.
Awesome. That is just a little bit about me, and I want to introduce you to Miss Vicki. Miss Vicki, this is what she had to say after my 3rd day of this training. She participated in my masterclass. She was a VIP like you are, and here's what she has to say about her experience. Oops, I'm muted. Hold on. I gotta fix that. Hold on. There we go. Didn't realize I was muted on YouTube. There we go. Have any questions for me today?
And my hair is still blown back, so because it was also such amazing information.
Awesome.
Stuff I had never, like I said, I've been looking for you for a while, and this information is just amazing.
Wonderful. All right, so that's what Miss Vicky has to say about my training. Guys, I am excited for today. The first thing I want to do is say hello to the crazies, right? If you are an entrepreneur, you are a crazy person who risks their own money for freedom rather than exchanging their freedom for money. And as I said, 4 years ago, I gave up exchanging my freedom for money, and I've never looked back. I'll share more about my story and my journey here in just a second. But I just want to say, hey, crazies, we are in this together. All right, so how to get the most out of our time together? Well, first of all, you got to show up, right? When you show up, again, how you show up for others is how the universe shows up for you. It's the law of attraction and reciprocity. You have to participate and engage, right? This is a masterclass. This isn't a lecture where I'm just going to drone on and on. I'm actually going to give you actionable steps, because the only way you can have the blueprint for your first or next Facebook ad is for you to take action. Part of that action is to do your homework. The reason why I'm so passionate about marketing is because it allows you to share your products and services with a niche audience strategically. It lets you tell, show, and prove to people how terrific your business is, but most importantly, how you can help them. Without marketing, your business doesn't have a voice. And my goal for you for this masterclass is to demonstrate that the best way, and I mean the best way, that I know of for you to build a business on autopilot. Autopilot is when you wake up to people saying, hey, I want to work with you. Hey, I want your freebie offer. Hey, contact me. That's when you have a business on autopilot. And the best way that I know of for you to make that happen is by using Facebook ads. The reason why I go with Facebook ads is because in March of 2022, this year, HubSpot did a survey of all the social media platforms and their daily users. From that research done by HubSpot, Facebook, if you count Instagram, because Facebook on Instagram, they have 69% of all daily social media users. That means all the other platforms have to share the other 31%. So if I'm gonna spend my money, I don't know about you, but I'm like Jay-Z when he met Beyonce, he wants the baddest chick in the game wearing his chain. That's how I feel about Facebook ads. I want the king of the mountain showing my ads to the people that are most likely to take me up on my product, service, or opportunity. Of the 69% of worldwide daily Facebook users in the United States, 69% of adults use Facebook. If you are a VIP and you've got the action workbook, KJ, I don't think you have the workbook and I can't send it to you right now, but you're with me in the VIP room, which is great. This is part of the note-taking portion of the action workbook. Of the 69% of adults in the US that use Facebook, average 34 minutes a day on the platform. So you got a finite amount of time to jump in their newsfeed and get their attention. Facebook ads, they work for any kind of business. I tell people all the time to ask me, do Facebook ads work for me? I'm like, you need customers? If the answer is yes, then yes, Facebook ads will work for you. I want to make sure we are all here in the right place and make sure you know what this is about. This masterclass is for people that want help building, growing, and scaling their business without solely relying on organic marketing. I had an amazing conversation with a beautiful lady named Marie in France, right? I've never been to France. I've never been across the pond. In real life, I probably would never meet her, but she was in my August masterclass. She also signed up for the September class because she is actually going on holiday for 2 months. So we're going to regroup and reconnect after the first of the year. But anywho, she was saying that organic marketing costs you more in time and effort than you will ever get in return. Organic marketing is a lot of work, people, let me tell you. And if you want to create a business on autopilot using Facebook ads, then you are my people. So I want to know what kind of people you are. So on the next slide that I'm about to show you, I want you to type in the comments, or if you're here with me in VIP, you can put it in the chat. Let me know what type of person you are. I need to know if you're an A, B, or a C. If you are just starting out, then you are an A. So type an A in the chat or the comments. If you've done Facebook ads before but haven't gotten the results that you wanted, that means you're a B. Give me a B in the chat or the comments. And if you are crushing it online and you just want some more hacks and tools, then drop a C in the comments if that's you. Now, I'm like your girl, Wendy Williams. If you're familiar with her, I like to shoot from the hip, pow, pow, straight, no chaser. That's me. I want to address the elephant in the room. Now, what do you think stops business owners from using Facebook ads? It's not time or money. So go ahead and drop it in the chat while I take a sip of water. Tell me if it's not time or money, what stops business owners from using Facebook ads? All right, I'm gonna check the chat and see what you have to say. See what we got going on here. What stops business owners? Okay, KJ, you got the email, cool. Evelyn, you're an A. Skywalker, you're a B. What do you think, guys, stops people from using Facebook ads? What are your thoughts? Seems confusing. That's a good one, Skywalker. Let's check the chat. Cost, I said money's not the issue. Age, behind time. Okay, love that, KJ. Well, you know what? The biggest thing that stops people from using Facebook ads is fear. And the fear of losing all their money because no one will want their offer. It's the fear of rejection. Nobody likes the feeling that nobody wants them or nobody likes them. When you take your time and energy putting together an ad and you put it out there to the world and people are like, not so much, then that's, it's not a good feeling and nobody wants to feel rejected. So it's the fear that stops people from using Facebook ads. That is the number one reason why business owners don't use Facebook ads. So just to let you know a little bit about me, I'm gonna keep it brief and short. I actually left my engineering career after 25 years, as I mentioned, but I didn't technically leave. Well, I guess I did. So March 22nd, 2018, I got called into HR. The reason why I was called into HR is because I had been caring for my parents. That's my mom and dad. I'm from Indiana, Indianapolis in the house, Evelyn, yay. But my parents got sick. I moved to Ohio in 1996. My mom moved in with me in 2009. She didn't physically move in, but she moved from Indiana to Ohio. And then a few years later, my dad moved here. Me and my dad had always agreed when his wife, I don't call her my stepmom, when his wife passed away, he was coming to Ohio to stay with me. Well, they both had medical issues and I had to deal with it, right? My dad was full-time nursing home, which requires a certain level of care because when you put your loved one in a facility, the level of care they get in the facility is directly proportional to the level of attention that you give your loved one. So I was there every day. They didn't know if I was gonna show up at 2 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning. They just need to make sure everything was good, right? And then my mom lived in an independent living retirement community, but she required a nurse to come every day due to her medical issues. And then there was some other stuff. So I was taking a lot of time off work. Even though I had FML, Family Medical Leave, which is a government program, I had a busybody for an HR manager and they did some illegal stuff, which is neither here nor there. But anyway, I got called into HR on March 22nd, 2018. When I left out of the HR office, I knew I wasn't going back. I went to my little cube in the cube farm. I cleaned out all my stuff. And the next day I went to the Ohio Civil Rights Office. While I was at Ohio Civil Rights, they called and fired me. I didn't care at that point. I'm like, really? You didn't notice I quit? I did, what do they call it now? Quiet quitting, where people are at work, but they only do the minimum to get by. That's what they call it now. Me, I cleaned up my whole cube. I didn't care if you said I'd come back. I wasn't coming back because you had created a hostile work environment. But I had two big problems, right? Now I don't have a job, but I still need to care for my parents. And if you are part of the sandwich generation, meaning you got your parents up here, you got your kids down here, and you're sandwiched in the middle, type sandwich in the comments if you can relate. So one problem I had is that I still need to care for my parents, and I needed the care to be transparent because I didn't want them worrying about me not having a job And I didn't want them to know I lost my job because I had to take care of them. And then, of course, I needed money, right? I got to pay the bills over here. I got to keep the lights on. I fell for the big lie. And I call it the big lie because I joined a network marketing company in 2016. And I had kind of been dabbling with it, but I really only used it as a tax write-off since I didn't have any kids. And I never really got serious. So when I did get serious and I followed all the gurus, I did all the stuff that they told me. I was at events. I was interviewing people. I was speaking on stage. Anything I could do to get the word out about my business. I was having hotel parties, home meetings. If you've ever done any of that stuff to promote your business, type me too in the comments, right? Because you can relate. And I was doing a whole hell of a lot of organic marketing. I'm going live on my Facebook page. I'm posting every day. I'm joining groups. I'm answering questions in these groups. I'll talk more about that stuff later. In the midst of me doing all the crazy, I was burning the candle at both ends. Somehow, some way, the universe opened up and showed me an ebook called The Attraction Marketing Formula. I read this ebook and it talked about how to be the hunted instead of the hunter. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I need. And the company at the time was called Elite Marketing Pro. Now they're called attractionmarketing.com. And I upgraded. I went VIP. I was like all in, right? It was a $5,000 upgrade. And what they taught me is a skill that saved my bacon, how to use Facebook ads. I was like, oh, got it. But they taught me how to be a blogger, to use Facebook ads and to run traffic to my blog, to drop SEO keywords inside of my blog. And then also to invite people to get their own $27 ebook. And then it was affiliate marketing. So they would use their sales team to upsell those people to hopefully get them to drop 5K like I did. Well, after 2 years of using this business model, I discovered the hard way that blogging ain't easy, okay? That's a whole lot of work. I mean, think about it. To sit down and write 2 or 3 articles a week, each article is between 300 and 500 words. You got to be conscious of SEO, and then you got to strategically place links in the blog so people will click on it to get this $27 ebook. It was bananas. And I'm doing this to build my network marketing company, but I can't build my company because blogging ain't easy. So it was like this vicious circle of who's on first, and I could never get it together. I realized that the life of a content creator was me wasting a lot of time on content that didn't convert. However, I had an epiphany and I was like, wait a minute. If I can write an ad for traffic to a blog to encourage people to spend $27, why don't I just come up with the product and then sell it to people for $7, $17, $27, $47, right? That was when my world totally changed, because all the roads leaded to money and all the money leaded to me. I didn't have to worry about upselling people. I didn't have to worry about an affiliate program. I didn't have to worry about trying to teach my team how to build a team using this blogging formula, because again, blogging is a lot of freaking hard work. So if I can write an ad to a blog, then I can write an ad to a product. And a star was born. What I learned about Facebook ads is that when I'm writing ads to an offer, I'm no longer entertaining the tire kickers or looky-loos. If people want my $7 offer, $17 offer, $97 offer, they just pay. And we all go on our merry little way. I deliver the goods to their inbox. Everybody's happy. It was a fair exchange, no robbery, and we all go on with our lives. I realized that Facebook ads were a great way to put a system in your business. A system is a way to save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. And that's what I love about Facebook ads. Again, I don't have to be present for the magic to happen. What I found on my journey, because I did this just for me for a number of years, and then my friends started, not friends like my real friends in the real world, my internet friends started asking me, well, wait a minute, how are you doing this? And can you build me a funnel? And can you do this? So I started kind of hawking myself off in pieces. Sure, I'll do your funnel. Sure, I'll do your email. Sure, I'll do your website. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm spending a lot of time and energy doing this in pieces when why don't I just teach people how to do it? Because what I realized is 95% of the people that run Facebook ads will fail. And the reason why is because they don't test copy, they don't test images, they don't test headlines, they don't test landing pages. And even if they do all that testing, they don't understand the data. What I love about Facebook ads, it allows you to identify the hole in the bucket. There's an old song that I know, and if you're of a certain age, you may remember it, but it was this schoolyard song we used to sing when we would play games at recess. Do kids even still have recess nowadays? Love our children, but we got some chunky kids. We got kids that are diabetic nowadays. So I'm wondering if we still have recess. But we had recess, and there was a song we used to sing. There's a hole in the bucket. It was kind of like our version of musical chairs in the hood. There's a hole in the bucket, and then they would say your name. So there's a hole in the bucket, Cecilia. There's a hole in the bucket. Fix that. Something, I can't remember the song. Nonetheless, here we go. But that's what Facebook ads do. They allow you to identify the hole in the bucket. And how to identify that hole is if people are not clicking on your ad, it's because they don't like your copy, they don't like your image, they don't like your headline. Now, if people are not responding to your offer, meaning they're clicking on your ad, but they're not taking the next action, which is to purchase or to give you their name and email, depending on what you have set up, is because they don't like your landing page. So when I talk about identifying the hole in the bucket, so if people aren't clicking on my ad, then I change the copy. Does that get me clicks? If it doesn't, then I change the image. Does that give me clicks? If it doesn't, then I change the headline. Does that give me clicks? If it doesn't, then I start the creative process all over again until I get people clicking on my ad. Once they're clicking on my ad, if they're not taking action, then that's when I go in and I tweak my landing page, because evidently it's not sexy enough to get people to take action. So here also in your workbook, I want to talk about what a successful Facebook ad looks like. A successful Facebook ad is visual, right? Because the visual, which is the image, is going to stop the scroll. A successful Facebook ad is also relevant. It speaks to what your buyers want. Over 30-something people have asked to join this Facebook group to be a part of this training. We got 3 people on here live right now. We got 2 people inside of the Zoom room, and one of those 2 people is my client already. And there are people who upgraded to VIP that are not here. So I say all that to say is that even though almost 40 people said, hey, I went in on this training, only 4 of you have actually showed up, which is okay with me, right? I mean, I'm gonna show up like I got a room of 400, because that's who I am. But I'm just sharing this information to you is because you can expect about 10% of the people who you give an offer to actually take action on your offer. That's kind of what you need to prepare for. Again, it's all about setting realistic expectations. So it doesn't matter how relevant you are, you can only expect about 10 to 20% of people to actually take you up on it. With a Facebook ad, the goal is 30%. If 30% of your people aren't taking you up on your offer, well, Houston, we've got a problem. And I tell my clients to strive for 40% or better. But if we fall somewhere between 35 and 38, you know what? I'm good with that as well. The next part of a successful Facebook ad is it has a clear value proposition. If you haven't heard the term WIFM, WIIFM, that stands for what's in it for me. So nobody cares like you. You don't care that I left my engineering career. You don't care that I've been doing this successfully for 4 years. What you care about is how can I help you? So if my ad did not have a clear value proposition, there wouldn't be almost 40 people inside of this Facebook group. And the last part of a successful Facebook ad is it tells people what to do immediately, like right now, like right now, right? So when you write a Facebook ad, click here to learn more, click here to sign up, click here to download. All of that needs to be very clear in your ad, and you only tell them to do one thing and one thing only, because a confused mind doesn't buy. And when you're telling people what to do, you got to keep in mind, buying decisions, this is also in your workbook, buying decisions are only 20% logic, 80% emotional. So I like to use my fancy, I'm going to come off share here for a second, have a conversation. So I like to use my Tumblr as an example. So earlier this year, I started this 75 hard challenge. If you haven't heard of 75 hard, It's like 5 things that you have to commit to doing for 75 days. If you miss a day, you don't add a day to the end, you actually start over at day 1. Kind of sucky, I get it, but it's all about practicing things that will allow you to be consistent for 75 days. You have to drink a gallon of water. You have to work out twice a day. One of those workouts had to be outside. You have to read 15 pages of a nonfiction book. You have to take a picture of yourself every day. And I forgot what number 5 was. But nonetheless, there were 5 things. So we didn't want to do 75 hard. We modified and call it 75 love, where we picked our own 5 things. So anyway, one of the things I said I would do was I would drink 90 ounces of water a day. It's a little less than a gallon, but I went on the hunt for this beautiful rose gold tumbler. So logically, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get 90 ounces of water in. How am I gonna do it? I can go by, let's see, 10 8-ounce water bottles is 8 16-ounce water bottles. So if I'm drinking 8 16-ounce water bottles a day, not only is that a lot of trash, but that's a lot of money. So logically, I was like, I got it. I'm locked in for this challenge. But emotionally, I could have done the water bottles. I could have used a cup that I already have in the house, but because I'm extra, I went and found this beautiful tumbler, and it's rose gold, and it's got a spill-proof top, and it's got a no slip bottom, and it's got this little indentation so it fits in my car in the cup holder, and all these fancy little things, right? Of all the 30-ounce tumblers that are out, oh, it comes with a stainless steel straw and a stainless steel straw cleaner. So emotionally, I was already there because I committed to be part of the 75 Love Challenge. The logic came and I was like, dang it, how am I going to get this water in? And then when I went on Amazon and started searching 30-ounce tumblers, there were like 2,317 different types of tumblers out there. So I found the one that I like because it hit all the buttons. And that's what you have to do, is you got to hit all the buttons with your marketing. So if you keep in mind that buying decisions are only 20% logic, you hit those emotional buttons, you are 80% of the way to making the sale of your product. All right, so let's get back to our presentation. The whole goal of what you do in your Facebook ads is to sell the problem you solve, not the product, right? So again, when I'm looking at tumblers and there's 2,317 of them, the things that made me pick my tumbler was the no skid bottom, the indentation for the cup holders, the stainless steel straw, the straw cleaner, and the no spill top. And it's hot and cold. So if I want to have tea instead of just plain water, there I go. So that's what you got to do, people. Sell the solution. You sell skincare products. Nobody cares that the best ingredient comes from a flower that only blooms at the top of the Himalayan mountains twice a year. They care if their skin feels soft and not greasy. You get what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Because the bottom line is people want control. They want control over themselves and their life decisions and their surroundings. When people don't have control, they feel hopeless and helpless. And if you know the internal and external fears, wants, needs, and desires of your audience, you're giving them back control. If you give people control, they will buy from you regardless of what is happening in the world around them. They're talking about a recession. Either we're in one, going into one, or coming out of one. I never know because I don't pay attention. But even in a recession, even in a pandemic, if you're solving someone's problem, they will find the money to pay you. If you've been struggling with Facebook ads, it's probably because you've been going about your business the hard way, right? You're picking the wrong audience. You are running just one ad and stopping when it doesn't work, cursing Zuckerberg and telling anybody who listens he's just a money hound. And you're running ads and watching YouTube videos or taking DIY courses. So when I told you earlier about how, I wasn't showing up for myself, I wasn't investing in myself. If I'm not willing to make money or to spend money to invest in myself, I can't expect other people to invest in me. That's why this whole VIP experience is you get an initial offer of 17. Now I'm telling you it's 47. Sometime between now and tomorrow, it's going to go up to 97 because you're going to want this as part of your library. Trust me. But the whole thing is I spent, as I'll show you here in a little bit, a lot of money trying to DIY my business. Now, it was nothing, again, let me say this, it was nothing for me to come out of Purdue University with close to $35,000 in student loans. That's what we do, right? It was nothing for me to go back to the University of Dayton. Well, not back to school. I went to the University of Dayton and I got my MBA. Came out with close to 70 grand in debt that I am still paying to this day, 20 years later. Thank you for that $10,000 relief. That'll help me out a lot. But that was nothing, right? Like, nobody thinks of, when it comes to paying for their education, formal education, nobody thinks anything of signing on the dotted line for those student loans. But I'm gonna tell you, like my daddy told me, when I spent my first $5,000 paying somebody for training, as my dad would say, I was going nervous like a whore in church. I was like, oh Lord Jesus, what have I just done? I just gave somebody $5,000. But it was the best investment I could have ever made, because had I not spent that money with the Lead Marketing Pro to learn how to be a blogger and to learn how to do Facebook ads, I would have never gotten to this place where I'm actually sharing my knowledge and expertise with you here right now. So again, you gotta invest in yourself and trying to DIY your business. And it's probably because you're using a lot of the stuff we've been told to do for social media marketing. As I mentioned, I was joining Facebook groups in my niche. I was trolling these groups, looking for ways for me to answer questions, make new friends from these groups. Once somebody accepted my friend request, the first thing I would do was hop in their DMs and say, hey, I'm Cecilia, and we're in this Facebook group, and how do you like it over here? I'm having disingenuous conversations because I really didn't care. I really didn't want to be their friend. All I wanted to do was to introduce them to my business, right? And then I'm scrolling these groups looking for ways for me to answer questions. How can I be of value in this anonymous group that I joined, because I'm looking for people that I can target with my business? Also, disingenuous. And then I'm engaging on these new friends posts. So now I friend them, they've accepted, I DM them. Now I'm going to their page and I'm trolling their page so I can comment on their post so they can be like, oh my gosh, Cecilia is my new best friend. And I'm going live on my page every day. I'm creating content every day. And I do it all over again tomorrow. I'm going to show you how to effectively use Facebook ads in your business over the next 3 days. Everything that I'm sharing with you, I spent about $25,000 to learn this. But let me tell you, the money that I spent learning these skills that I'm going to share with you are going to far outlive the money that I spent becoming a highly paid engineer. My first year after losing my job, I made $19,000. My second year, I made close to $45,000. My third year, the year of the pandemic, I tipped $50,000. And I'm on task to do more this year. So God is good. That's all I can say. Now, there's 3 secrets to creating successful Facebook ads that I'm going to share with you starting today and over the next 2 days. Secret number 1, you only need 3 things to create highly successful and profitable Facebook ads. Secret number 2, I'm going to show you how to use the Facebook advantage to find your audience in any niche. And secret number 3, I'm going to show you how you can run successful Facebook ads for just $12 a day, with the understanding most of the money is spent in testing is like the fuel an ad needs to take off. So today's homework, people, we're getting into the homework session of today's training, is I want you to identify the problem that you solve. So step 1, what is the problem, right? What is the problem that your ideal client's customer business partner has? In my case, the problem is people are getting minimal or no leads, clients, or sales from organic marketing. My solution, teach them how to use Facebook ads. Then it brought up another problem. They're not getting any leads, clients, or sales from Facebook ads, and now they're losing money. Solution, teach them how to create an irresistible offer, find their target audience, and automate the invite and delivery of their big promise. I want you to take some time this evening to come up with this is what I call the problem solution ladder, because what you'll find is when you solve a problem, you may find another problem. It's like peeling back the layers of the onion. your solution needs to be as top level as possible, because the top level of your knowledge will solve all the problems underneath that. So with me creating the irresistible offer, which I call my OTA formula, offer, target, automate, then I solve the problem of no leads, and I solve the problem of leads and no leads and losing money, right? So once you identify the problem, then you've got your solution. How are you going to present your solution to your people, right? And then number 3, which is so incredibly important, is what is the result or transformation people can expect to get when they use your solution. You got to give people clarity. Remember, I said that ads are relevant, and they talk about the with them, the what's in it for me. Here's an example of what this looks like. This is an ad that I run at the beginning of the year every year because it makes me a lot of money, and it's so easy to do because it's always relevant, right? At first, the first time I did it was the first year of the pandemic. And then after that, I'm just like, well, shoot, no use in throwing away my money machine because again, at the beginning of the year, what is the one thing we all commit to doing? And I use we all very generally, but lose weight, right? So this ad, last year was the worst for my weight. Between being stuck in the house and ordering delivery and takeout, I started the new year heavier than I've ever been in my life. If I don't get my eating habits under control, I'm going to be a candidate for that 600-pound life. There's the problem. I know I need to add healthy foods to my grocery list and improve my diet, but I didn't know where to start until I found the 20 fruits and vegetables that can heal your body. There's a solution. Since adding these superfoods to my diet, I have no lower back pain, more stamina, less shortness of breath, increased energy, better sleep quality. And the kicker is that I'm spending less money at the grocery store each month than I was at the restaurant. There's my results and transformation. When you do this, guys, and you do it right, these are the type of results you can see. You see on the bottom right, 16 comments. Okay, yeah, that's good. But check out those shares. 136 people organically shared this Facebook ad. And once they opt in to get the report, 20 veggies that can heal your body, I got them for a $9 upsell, which is how to boost, this was pandemic time, how to boost your immune system with things you already have in your kitchen cupboards. $9, right? So again, this is a cash cow for me every year at the beginning of the year. But do you see, we got the problem, solutions, results, right? And then I'll share the next piece of this formula with you tomorrow. All right. So when you do this right, when you clear on the problem, the solution, and the transformation, you're able to generate copy in just a few minutes instead of hours, right? If you think, well, you know what, somebody's already doing what I'm doing. It doesn't matter. We already got fire. We already got the wheel, and there is room for all of us. If you don't believe me, check out all these burger joints. So there's a show that comes on Sundays that I like to watch called The Food That Built America. I've got a lot of good information about this. But the funny story, not funny, funny, ironic, is that McDonald's and Burger King were in a burger war back in the 70s, right? So McDonald's was the king of the mountain, and they still are, but Burger King was hot on their heels. When I say hot, Burger King was coming on strong. When Burger King introduced the Whopper, it took a huge market share away from McDonald's. You might have to be a certain age to remember this. I can't remember the name of that sandwich, but it was a sandwich that McDonald's made, and it was a container and had 2 compartments. The burger side was on one compartment, and then the lettuce and the tomato and stuff was in another compartment. I can't remember what they called it. If anybody knows the name of that, type it in the comments. But that was McDonald's answer to the Burger King Whopper, because they were like, they're taking our market share, they're taking our business, what can we do to compete? So they came out with that 2-part compartment thing. It was as big as a quarter pounder on the one side, and then it had the veggies on the other. Well, that didn't fly. So they went back to R&D and research and development and said, we got to have something to compete with the Whopper. And the Big Mac was born, right? And then the story of Wendy's, which is really interesting to me. Dave, the founder of Wendy's, was actually working for Kentucky Fried Chicken. You got to be of a certain age. KFC used to be called Kentucky Fried Chicken back in the day. But he was actually a VP for KFC, Dave, the founder of Wendy's. And he got pissed off for whatever reason that happens when you're at that level. And he was like, screw this. I'm done with you chicken people. I'm going to go create my own restaurant. And instead of him creating a competitor to KFC, he created Wendy's, the competitor to McDonald's and Burger King. So if you ever drive around, when you see a McDonald's, not far from McDonald's, you're going to see a Burger King. And not far from that, you're going to see a Wendy's. Why do Burger King and Wendy's follow McDonald's? Because McDonald's fortune is not in burgers, it's in real estate. Every McDonald's you see owns the land that they are sitting on, and they've already done the research, they've done the traffic analysis, and they've done all the other stuff. So Burger King and Wendy's like, well, shoot, I'm just gonna go right here. So the thing about Wendy's that made Wendy's unique, Wendy's, Dave's founder, Wendy, he was the one who introduced the two-step drive-through, which is pretty cool, right? So the drive-through was already in existence. People were complaining about how long they had to wait at the drive-through after they paid to get their food. So what Dave did was like, I'm gonna have them pay back here and then have to drive up to get their food. He invented that. So the reason why I'm sharing all this burger stuff with you is because it doesn't matter who's already doing what you have, because there's tons of people out here who do Facebook ads, but you 30-something people chose me, and you that are here live chose me, right? I don't care if you're Tony Robbins, you cannot please solve or help everybody. So don't worry about what else is out there, because at the end of the day, you are uniquely you, and what the universe has for you is out there waiting for you to go get it. So if you're like, well, I just don't know, Cecilia, I just don't know. Well, let's start where you are. Ask people all the time, what is the one thing you wish you would have had when you started your business? If you don't have a problem to solve, then solve that problem, because there's somebody out there who is where you were 6 months ago, a year ago, or in my case, 4 years ago. Create your irresistible offer around the problem you solve. And if you don't have a problem, make it the problem you wish somebody would have solved for you 6, 8, 12 months ago. Now, guys, I have to ask you a question because we're rounding out the end of today's presentation. If I have your permission, please type a yes in the comments while I take a quick sip of water. All right, let me check the engagement while I'm at it to see if there's any questions I need to answer along the way. All right, I've got no knowledge. Okay, seems confusing. That is my answer to the Facebook question. So I'm assuming I've got your permission to move forward. So with that being the case, my question that I have for you, are you running a business or do you just have a hobby? The reason why I ask is because business people are willing to take action to improve their profitability. Hobbyists are just happy with the way things are and they don't feel the need to do more. If you are a business owner and you are willing to take the action necessary to improve profitability, then you're in the right place, and I hope to see you over the next 2 days. The reason why people don't get started with their Facebook ads is because they don't have an offer or a funnel, which I just told you your offer is the problem to solve. They're afraid of technology. I saw another, I watch a lot of History Channel and stuff like that, but I saw, what was I watching? Engineering marvels that changed the world, I think. But anyway, do you know the technology that we hold in our hands, carry in our pockets, drop on the ground? Our cell phones have more technology in the palm of our hand than what it took to put the first man on the moon. So if you're afraid of technology, all I'm going to say is you're going to get left behind. I am of that generation where we had 8 tracks, cassette tapes, vinyl records. If we wanted to record a song, we had to wait for the radio to play it and then hit record real fast. None of this pull it up on iTunes stuff that these kids have today, right? So if you're afraid of technology, you'll get left behind. Think of cameras. I still have a 35 millimeter Kodak camera, but I can't even remember the last time I bought film for it. It had to be at least 10 years, right? And I think it takes too much work. It only takes too much work if you don't know what you're doing. And they don't want to pay for marketing. Again, if you're not paying for marketing, you're going to find yourself out of business. Eventually, you're going to run out of the people you know and the people they know, and you're going to have to spend some time and money investing in your marketing to reach the people that you don't know. And then there's my DIYers, those do-it-yourselfers out there that think they can figure it out for themselves. Good luck with that. So if you don't know where to start, don't worry, I got your back. So here is your homework for today. Today's homework, if you didn't buy the VIP, you can get it here. If you want to take a screenshot, go right ahead. I will post a homework thread after today's video. Only post your homework on the homework thread so I can look at it and critique it tomorrow. So this is another way you can earn a point to get into tomorrow's contest. So you are going to identify your Jack and Diane. Got to be a certain age to know that song, but you're going to identify who your Jack and Diane is, the problem they have, the solution you provide, and the transformation they're going to get. So I did my Jack and Diane analysis of the people like you who are here inside of this Facebook group. Let's see how close I got. My Jack and Diane, business owners that want to advertise online. They want more customers, clients, and sales. The problem Jack and Diane has is they don't know where to start when it comes to online advertising, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. They don't want to waste money trying to DIY their online advertising. They may or may not have worked with an ad agency in the past, and they either found it too expensive or they didn't get the desired results. They tried print, radio, TV, Google ads, but only received minimal results, and they can't track sales. The solution I provide is teaching them how to create successful Facebook ads, show them how to create a message that converts, find their ideal clients, customers, and business partners on Facebook, and automate the invite and delivery of their offer. The transformation Jack and Diane will get is they will see an increase in sales. They can focus on the business, build a list of customers to retarget with more offers, and they will have a repeatable system to use over and over again with other offers. How'd I do, guys? I do pretty good identifying my Jack and Diane. If you're a Jack, give me a Jack in the comments or the chat. If you're a Diane, give me a Diane in the comments or the chat. So this is your homework. If you don't know, again, the problem that you are going to solve, I've given you 3 websites in the workbook. If you're a VIP, you got the workbook. Click these links in the workbook, answerthepublic.com, Quora.com, peoplealsoask.com, and also Amazon.com. Go there and find out what are people saying about your business. You can type in your business, you can type in your company, you can type in a problem, and it'll show you what people are asking about. The best way to make sure that you are solving a problem that people have is to find out what they're asking about. People are already asking about it, so that's where you go ahead and make your solution, how you design your solution around what people are also already asking about. As I said, we already got fire, we already got the wheel. There's nothing new under the sun. It's just a way for you to present it in a way that's going to connect with your ideal client, customer, business partner. So I got a bonus for you. Bonus. I'm going to give you $500, a $500 bonus for everyone that gets on my calendar today. Now, you don't have to sign up today, but when I get up tomorrow, if you have something scheduled on my calendar over the next 5 days, then I will give you a bonus worth $500. You got to be on my calendar. KJ, you know, we've already had our talk, but now that you've been to today's training, if you have some additional questions, please feel free to get back on my calendar. I'm going to drop this link in the comments. Click here to schedule your non-salesy strategy chat. It's an opportunity for you to have a conversation with me about your business. Again, this is something that you can do in order to have a conversation about how to use Facebook ads in your business. I'm giving you the opportunity to have a conversation, and Skywalker, you and I have already talked as well, but if you have additional questions, feel free to get back on my calendar. All right, I don't see where this posted, so let me try it again. So the link to schedule a conversation with me, let me see if I posted inside the Facebook group. If this will work, we'll get you $500 in bonuses, but it doesn't have to be today. Let me clarify. You need to schedule sometime over the next 5 days. So when I wake up tomorrow, before I do this masterclass, if you're on my calendar for some time, it did show, it just didn't show in the other one. If you're on my calendar sometime over the next 5 days, then you, my friends, will be eligible for $500 in bonuses. I just in that comment, to the top of the comments in the chat. And again, you just got to be on my calendar sometime in the next 5 days before I get started with this training tomorrow. So this is another way for you to get into the contest. So let's think this out. We got your participation, either live or replay, your homework. We've got the getting on my calendar, and I just forgot what the other one was. Oh, VIP, 4. So that is 4 opportunities for you to have space on the wheel. So if you've done all 4 of these things before tomorrow, you get 4 spots on the wheel to win one of my amazing prizes. All right, guys, so let me share this closing video with you. This is what my friend Monk has to say about our strategy chat. Make sure that I'm sharing the sound. And here we go.
I just wanted to say thank you. I just got off a coaching call with you. I feel so good. I feel so loved. Talking to you was like talking to family. I truly felt like you was listening to me. You was there to serve and just finding the best way that you could help me win. I look forward to working with you, building a friendship with you, and just sending you all the love. Peace.
And that is Unc, who again scheduled his non-salesy strategy chat to talk about how he can use Facebook ads in his business. So my friends, I said I was going to say it a lot over these next 3 days. Success loves speed and delay kills dreams. Success takes action. Success loves speed and speed takes action. Go ahead and let's schedule your strategy chat so you can be eligible for the $500 in bonuses. You don't have to be on my calendar today. You just have to be on my calendar over the next 5 days us to talk about how you can use Facebook ads in your business. That, my friends, is today's presentation. I thank you again for showing up. I hope to see you over the next 2 days. Tomorrow, we're going to get all into messaging. That's why it's so important that you do today's homework, because if you don't know your Jack and Diane, the problem they have, the solution you provide, or the transformation that they're going to get from using your offer, guess what? You're not going to be able to create a message that connects and converts. You got to be clear on who you're talking to, right? In order to create a message that connects and converts. All right, my friends, let me check Facebook to see if there's any questions here in the group. Let's see here. I'm not seeing any questions. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, everything looks good. I'm going to end it here for Facebook. For my VIPers, stay in the Zoom room to get your questions answered. I'll see everyone here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. UK. Go out and enjoy the rest of your day. And as I always like to say, have a great day on purpose. I am Cecilia Faye Morris, Digital Marketing Maven. All right, my friends.